it's such a big race, and as far as the playoffs go, a cutoff race. It just looks bad. You know, at the end of the day, it just looks bad. I'm not saying you shouldn't penalize Bowman for this, because if the car failed inspection, it failed inspection. I don't want you to pick and choose if shit doesn't pass to when you should enforce it or not. However, it just doesn't look good, and you know it's not a good look for the sport. It's not a good look for Hendrick Motorsports. It's not a good look for NASCAR. It's not even a good look for Joey Logano and Penske, knowing, you know, I mean, it's good for them, but, you know, they were talking after the race, like, oh, yeah, it wasn't good enough. And then next time we hear about it, you know, they're in the playoffs. They're like, oh, yeah, you know, still got a chance here. It looks bad. It looks bad. And to new NASCAR fans, they are so confused right now. And you want to build these new fans up, and you go off air with these 8 guys that are still in the playoffs, and these 4 guys got eliminated, and then 2-3 hours later, one of the guys gets taken out because his car failed post-race inspection. One of the other guys jumps in his place, and the new fans are like, "What the hell is going on?" It's a black eye for the sport yet again. Nothing new here on that topic, but you know, in my opinion, if you want to take Bowman out, I get it. Give him last place points. Doesn't have enough points to advance. I understand that. However, where I disagree, and you'll probably disagree with me with this, I think it should be 7 drivers in the playoffs. 7. Why do you have to put Joey in?
Because he was disqualified from the race, and the finishing results of the race change, which means the points position of the race change, which means the championship results.
You understand what all you're saying
change.
right there? You're going way too deep into this.
But that's
fucking Joey didn't get what done was on track. Bowman didn't get done off track.
But he did.
No, he didn't.
He did. Joey did get done on track because his car was legal and he got a finishing position.
No. I think it should be 7 drivers.
You're wrong.
Right now.
You're wrong.
No, I don't think so.
And the reason you're wrong is...
Am I wrong?
Yes. The reason you're wrong is because if this was the Coke 600 and it wasn't in the playoffs and Alex Bowman was disqualified, everybody that... If he finished second, if Alex Bowman finished second, everybody from second on back would move up a position. Right? And he would finish last. So he would get last place points.
Or you could stop complicating it.
Stop.
Just keep with the points.
No. Because you are disqualified from the race, which means your position goes to the back. Everybody else moves up one and gets the points for those positions. It's been that way forever.
Okay. So how many points did Joey Logano lose to Tyler Reddick by? 4 points? 4 or 5 points. Yeah. That's 1 point. He's still 3 short.
But it's, okay, fair. But now Bowman has lost all of these points from finishing 18th to 37th or 38th, whatever it was. So now he falls out, and Joey passes him because that's the way the points work out. Alex Bowman did not advance because he did not have enough points because he finished last at the Charlotte Roval.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I still think...
Well, you're wrong.
Round of 8, have 7 drivers.
No.
Joey didn't get what was done on track.
Your favorite driver was added to the playoffs for some bullshit 20 years ago, or 15 years ago.
15 years. It was only like 12 years ago.
11
years ago. Yeah, and I was ecstatic in the moment.
Exactly.
However, it was still kind of bullshit.
It was more bullshit than this is. Joey Logano.
It's right on par with it.
No, not even close. Joey Logano finished.
They manipulated the race.
No, it didn't.
Clint Boyer did.
Yes, he did.
And Jeff Gordon would have been in the playoffs if that didn't happen.
Joey Logano
was not going to make the playoffs unless somebody got disqualified.
No, he wasn't. But however, Alex Bowman finished last because his car was illegal.
Yeah. Well,
so
happens.
The way the points work out, Joey makes it.
Yeah.
They have to give the points off finishing position. And the finishing position was Alex Bowman finished last. If Alex Bowman finished last and didn't make it, that's on his team for cheating.
Let me ask you something.
6 inches.
If Brad Keselowski gets disqualified from this race, he's in the round of 12. And Chase Elliott's the first person out. And Chase Elliott gets moved in, Brad Keselowski gets kicked out. Are you still having this same energy right now?
I should.
You should, but will you?
Maybe.
That's my point. I think it
I
should
think
be
I
simple.
would. I think I would argue the merit.
7 drivers.
I
Joey, fuck you.
No, So
Not saying Joey, fuck you. I'm just saying it would be so much more
I would
easier
argue-
to deal with it.
I would argue the merit of the disqualification. I wouldn't argue the decision that was made afterwards.
Why should Joey get rewarded
Because
for something somebody else did?
He didn't.
Bullshit, he didn't. He's in the round. He's round of 8
He
now.
was not rewarded because Alex Bowman. Yeah. Okay. So
He
yeah.
was rewarded.
Sure he was. But what you're not hearing is
I'm hearing. Go ahead.
Alex Bowman finished last in that race.
Yeah.
So the points that Alex Bowman was awarded for finishing last in that race put Joey Logano
So
in
who
front
won
of him.
stage 2 now?
Nobody.
That's my point. That's my point. If nobody won stage 2, he just finished last. Stage 2 did not have a winner. Then why do we have to move Joey up? He finished
He's
ninth in
not
the points.
moved up. He's
He
there
was
on
ninth in
merit.
points. He was 9th in points before all this shit.
It's always been this way.
I'm just saying. I think it's stupid.
I think you're wrong.
I think this would be a thing that I think you would agree with me on.
If you finish last, you get last place.
Okay, technically he did not finish last.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He finished
Yes,
last.
okay.
His car was illegal. You
Okay.
finish last.
All right, sure.
You get last place points when your car is illegal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always been that way. It's always been that way. It happened to Denny Hamlin at Pocono a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's
That
happened
wasn't in the playoffs.
but it doesn't matter. The rules for the first race are the same rules for the
That
last
didn't
race.
determine which drivers could contend for a championship.
And neither did this. If
Yes, it did.
if Alex Bowman would have won last week, it wouldn't have changed anything.
If he goes out there and wins this week, he'd be in the championship 4 right now.
He would be. It changes it going forward, but it doesn't change the result now. If Alex Bowman would have won,
Hold on, whoa. If Denny Hamlin does not get penalized for that tape on Pocono in 2022, he makes the championship 4 that year. Because he got eliminated in the round of 8 because of what? The Hail Melon. That's 5 points he would have had.
yeah, and he was cheating.
Okay, wait a minute. At the time, I do not think you said they were cheating. You said it was bullshit. But go ahead.
I don't think I did.
I don't remember. Go ahead. I'm just saying there's more to it than it just. Oh,
No.
he gets eliminated. He was 9th in points. Let's just move him up.
You want to know what this
That's
feels like?
stupid.
It feels like you're just arguing with me to argue with me. I think you think I'm right, but you're just trying to be different.
No, I really believe it should just be 7 drivers.
Why?
Because the guy on race
If
day
this-
did not do enough from
But
what
he
was supposed to.
did.
At
He
the time
did.
the race finished, he was out. Why do we have to put him in because somebody else fucked up?
Because the guy got disqualified and he didn't get enough points. So when the points shake
Did Joey
out,
get enough points?
yes,
Not at the end of the race.
but he did because he didn't cheat.
Whatever.
He didn't cheat.
I mean,
Alex
I get
did.
It. I get your argument, but I think it's
If
stupid.
Alex Bowman would have won last weekend, we would not be having this conversation.
Yeah, if Joey would have won last weekend too, we wouldn't have this conversation.
But
either.
he didn't. Guess what? Alex Bowman
That's my
showed up
point.
to the Roval and was fucking more than 17 pounds light.
Wasn't
So
his
he
fault.
got disqualified.
Wasn't his fault.
So the car got disqualified. So the
But you're
car.
rewarding Joey Logano.
No, you're
for
not.
Alex Bowman's
No,
fuck
you're
up,
not. It
or
doesn't
his
matter if
team's
it's
fuck
Joey
up.
Logano, fucking Josh Berry, goddamn fucking Alan Kowicki.
Who?
It doesn't matter.
He died in a helicopter.
He
crash.
did. He did. That car was illegal. Joey Logano did profit off that, sure, yes. But it was Bowman's team's fault. Bowman did not score enough points because he got disqualified. Since he got disqualified, the guy that was in 9th moves up to 8th place because that's the way points work. You get points based off your finishing position. And based off his finishing position, after the 48 was disqualified, Joey Logano has qualified for the round of 8.
Okay, I'm going to go to optics now. Do you think it's bad that most people
Yes.
had Alex Bowman in the round of 8, and then this shit happens, and now
Yes, it's
some
not
people
good.
probably still have no idea that Alex Bowman is not in the playoffs anymore. Does that not look
Yes,
bad?
it looks bad. But it's Alex Bowman's team's fault. It's Hendrick Motorsport's fault.
Who?
They cheated. It's on them. It's not on NASCAR. All NASCAR has to do is enforce the rules. Alex Bowman's team
When they want to. Right?
Well, that's another argument, sure, but they've enforced this one, and they should have. I don't blame them for enforcing it.
No, I don't blame NASCAR for making the decision. I just, I think it was that a pick. Oh, I thought it was picked off. End of the day,
Aaron Rodgers is trying to get his fucking teammates killed.
My opinion is I think it should be 7 drivers in the round of 8.
You're wrong.
In my opinion, but
Your opinion is dumb.
my opinion is dumb. Okay, well, if we agreed everything on a podcast every time, then this would be a shitty podcast.
Well, you should agree with me because I'm right.
No, I'm right. I just don't understand. Like you are all against participation trophies, and this is what it feels like.
It's not a participation trophy.
What was that word?
Participation.
I'm gonna precipitate on you.
It's obviously not a participation trophy. Somebody cheated and a wrong was right.
Okay, then why don't you give it?
Wide ass.
Why don't you fucking give it to Daniel Suarez?
And that was picked off. Oh my goodness.
Why don't you give the round of 8 spot to Daniel Suarez?
Because Daniel Suarez wasn't in 9th.
He was in 10th.
Yeah, but he didn't have enough points once Alex Bowman got eliminated.
It might have been Cindric. Cindric finished the best. He finished like 4th. Give him the fucking round of 8. Why don't you? He should have won Talladega. If Brad Keselowski didn't run right through him. Give it to him. He finished 4th. Had a better Talladega. Give it to him. Fuck points, right? Give it who you want to give it to.
You better make me angry. That is a very stupid argument.
I'm just saying. Whatever.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Okay. I did a TikTok review last night. You know what my poll was? Should Joey Logano be in the round of 8?
Everybody hates.
86% people said no.
Sure, he shouldn't be. But by rule,
what the fuck are we talking about?
He is.
By the rule.
If Alex,
by the stupid playoff, we can agree on this. By the stupid playoffs, he's in.
Yes. If Alex Bowman didn't,
he shouldn't be, but he is.
If Alex Bowman didn't cheat, he wouldn't be in.
This goes back to the 2-minute NBA clock, don't they? Or the official review shit after NBA games. They get a foul call. They don't call a foul at the end of the game that would give the home team a chance to go to the free throw line and win the game. And then 2 days later, they come out and like, yeah, it was probably a foul. Do they still give the win to the opposing team, or do they give the win to the home team that got robbed?
It's written in the rule book of NASCAR.
It's written in the rule what a foul is.
Yes, but they're not allowed to disqualify teams.
I'm not saying disqualify, but if it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yes, sure.
You finish 9th in points, you finish 9th in points. I don't give a shit what happens on the other 8 guys.
But NASCAR has it written in their rules that if you if your car is found to be illegal at the end of the race, you are disqualified. You will get last place points. Everybody that finished behind you will move up and gain those points. It has always been that way.
Always.
It has always been that way. So guess what? Alex Bowman's car was fucking too light. He was disqualified. He got last place points. Joey Logano earned the points for the position that he finished in. Those points were added against Alex Bowman's. Guess who had more points? Joey fucking Logano. So Joey Logano has earned his spot in the round of 8 because he didn't fucking cheat. Alex Bowman did. He finished last at the Charlotte Roval. Joey Logano earned his way into the next round based on the rules that have been agreed upon by everybody for the last 100 years in NASCAR.
NASCAR ain't been around that long.
76 years. Whatever.
You're wrong, but all right.